Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Psychic Connections, Jude's Path. So, we were just meeting at the coffee shop and we were saying hi to, Best Boy Elliot and Aiden and... Man, why am I drawing a blank right now? Blah, sometimes I do that. Anyway, let's get right into it. Sorry about that. Okay. Alright. I'll apologize to him later. Sorry, there we go. I can't believe I forgot Zoe's name. I'm an idiot. You have to forgive Aiden. He's an introvert. Aiden simply chuckles at this while the panda continues to explain away his rudeness. Today was just exhausting for him after being around all the people from the club fair, so it's just better for him to be around fewer people so he can recharge. I guess I can understand that, though I'm not sure why you'd want to get coffee then. I value a routine, and we get coffee every Monday and Friday. Regardless of how I'm feeling, I have no desire to deviate from that. He gets pretty oh, hold up. Gotta sneeze. Wow, that was a big sneeze. Jesus. He gets pretty anal if something knocks him off schedule. But enough about Aiden. Tell us about you, Mason. Okay, anything specific you want to know? What's your zodiac sign? Really, Zoe? We're starting with astrology? We can't all be a skeptical Aquarius like you. That's why you have your favorite Aries friend to balance you out. Aiden simply rolls his eyes at this, and they both look at me as if waiting for me to answer. I'm not overly into astrology, but I'm pretty sure I'm a Cancer. Not that there is much to be interested in, it's all just a nonsense appeal to tribalism, the incessant need to belong to a group. It's not even remotely scientific, yet some people still put stock in it like it's gospel. There was a guy I met my sophomore year that lived exclusively through his horoscope readings. If only you spoke this passionately all the time, then people might not think you're such a stick in the mud. Unlikely. I'm reminded constantly by one of my employees of how much of a drag he is. Surprised by this sudden addition to the conversation, I turn to see Elliot looming over me with Aiden and Zoe's drink orders. He looks down at me with a smile warmer than the coffee he's serving. Yes, well, I'm sure you know how much I value the individual opinions of that particular employee. Well, if you tried a bit harder, others might hold a better opinion of you. I'd rather not project a false image when I'm supposed to be spending my time in leisure. I spend enough of my time doing that for business affairs. Business affairs? I'm frequently negotiating deals with several affiliates of my father's company in the local area. Though I also consider any involvements at the university to be a business affair, as it's a matter of maintaining a public image. The gears in my brain are trying to process what Aiden is saying, but it seems a bit beyond me. So, you have a job alongside school? Aiden's father is the CEO of a major tech corporation. He just runs point for a lot of the contracts around Elmwood. Wow, so if you've already got such an important job, why even go to college? Because my grandfather was in one of the earliest graduating classes from Elmwood. My father followed in his footsteps, and I'm doing the same. After getting a degree, I intend to transfer to an Ivy League school for my higher education. It's impressive, and I really can't help but be a little jealous. This wolf really seems to have it all figured out. Meanwhile, I'm just running around without a clue of what I'm doing. But the more I talk with Aiden, the more that princely vibe I got before it shifts towards an entitled tone. So, Mason, I've got a slightly more intrusive question. I'm currently working on a bit of a theory. Sure, go for it. Are you gay? That's, pretty out of nowhere. What is this theory for? Don't worry about that. Just a harmless curiosity, really. I've got a theory myself that Zoe might be into me, but I guess this is the golden ticket to make things clear on that front. I am, though I'm a bit curious what this theory of yours is. Huh. What are the odds? Sorry if that was too personal, though I won't lie that I'm excited to have another gay friend. She laughs this off, though I get a bit curious looking over to the wolf to my right. Do I even dare ask? I must have been looking at him for too long because Zoe answered the question that was on my mind. Aiden's gay too, if you're wondering, and hopelessly single. Zoe, That's not at all appropriate.
Oh, please, Aiden. It's the 21st century. Sexuality shouldn't be such a taboo conversation. Besides, isn't honesty the best policy in business?
That's quite rich, considering. Fine, if we're being completely transparent, I am indeed bisexual. I am hopelessly single, as Zoe puts it, because I've never considered romance a priority. Not that she'd understand, given she's never been outside of a relationship since I've known her. The two begin to bicker excessively over their romantic conquests, or lack thereof. Aiden said before that they'd known each other for years, and I can't help but question how they couldn't have possibly tried to kill one another in that time. Thankfully, the argument eventually ends thanks to an interjection by Elliot. Hey gang, as much as I appreciate your business, I need to close up a little early today. So, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need you all to pack it up.
Oh, that's alright. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just gotta get some things from my ex. You know how it is.
Right. Well, if you need anything, just let us know.
Of course. And thanks for stopping by. Mason, it was very nice meeting you. I hope you come back again sometime.
Definitely. I didn't get to try one of those mini cakes you have on display, so I'll be back for sure.
I'll hold you to that then. Take care. The Panther then returns to the cash register with Aiden following him to pay for the drinks.
Hey, listen, this was kind of fun even though it ended up running a bit short. Aiden and I actually needed to split in a little while anyway, errands and all that. Seriously though, if you ever need anything, just let me know, especially if you want to hang out again.
Sure, I wouldn't be opposed to that. The two of us exchange numbers before shuffling out of the cafe. Aiden and Zoe get in a very nice car and wave goodbye before driving away from the university. Hot cup. I look behind me and take in the cafe for another moment before taking my leave. I'm definitely tired after today, and my cozy bed beckons me home. Did you just have coffee? The walk back to the dormitory turns out to be quite brisk. Elliot's coffee must have put a pep in my step because in no time at all, I'm back in my room. The first thing I do is collapse into my bed. The cozy linen sheets embrace me like a newborn, cradled by the support of a cheap mattress. Dreamland awaits me. Why is my phone going off?
Hey, Mason. It was pretty cool having coffee with you. I was wondering if you're free tomorrow. Consider cashing in on paying for your coffee.
I didn't realize the coffee came with a sturdy enough price tag to warrant Zoe whisking me away. I have half a mind to tell her off, but getting into an argument with my RA and new friend shortly after getting here wouldn't exactly benefit me. I don't currently have plans. Hopefully I won't regret this.
Awesome. How about we meet at the cafe tomorrow? I was thinking around noonish.
Sure. Sounds good. I sent a confirmation message and set my phone to the side. Maybe going to the cafe with Zoe and Aiden will become a regular thing for me. Though I could have sworn that Aiden had said they only went to the cafe on Mondays and Fridays. Aiden seemed pretty cool at first. I'm sure he's not a bad person, but he seems a bit excessively posh. Though I still can't help but respect his focus. He really seems like he has everything worked out. Meanwhile, I'm just floundering as I try to figure things out. I begin to toss and turn in an effort to regain a comfortable position. My brain has been turned back on and is now just replaying the events from earlier today. Quinn was quite the energetic bunny, but I'm not sure if I can keep up with him all semester. He definitely strikes me as a handful and a half. The cafe was surprisingly nice, and Elliot was very sweet. I'm not sure how I felt about his flirting, though. I'm even less sure if he was being serious or if he was just teasing me. I need to get these random thoughts out of my head and get to sleep. There'll be plenty of time to think about boys in school tomorrow. Day 2, September 1st, 2020. Just 5 more minutes, Mom. It was futile the moment my phone began going off. As much as I want to return to the wondrous dreamland I was in before, the accursed sounds from my phone forced me into this horrible and groggy reality. The disappointment I feel is insurmountable when I see that it's just Zoe texting me a reminder that I'm supposed to meet her at the cafe today. Considering that it's still a few hours away, I really think I could have done without the reminder. My alarm isn't set to go off for another hour or two. And fortunately, I'm awake now. My head is buzzing with enough activity that I know I won't be falling back asleep. I guess I should be thankful she sent a text instead of letting herself into my room to remind me. Not that I was likely to forget. I've got another class this evening, but I didn't have any plans beyond that. With a few more hours to kill, I guess I've got time to do something before I go meet with Zoe. I could check out the gym. It might be worthwhile seeing what they have in case I find the motivation to exercise. Plus, there's bound to be some kind of eye candy. I could also just head to the cafe early. I could probably sneak in a conversation with Elliot while also getting a dose of caffeine in my veins to wake me up. Although, I could also be less proactive and just stay in my room and play on my phone for a couple of hours. Might even be able to sneak in some more sleep if I try hard enough. Going to the gym. I think we got Jude. Probably gonna see Jude. Checking out the gym seems like a good idea. Even if I don't have the energy to go every day, it doesn't hurt to know what my options are for exercise. Looking at a map on my phone, it looks like the fastest way to the gym would be by cutting through the main campus. While I don't think I'd mind saying hi to Aiden, I think I'd rather avoid the crowds of the club fair and just cut around. As I move towards the door, my hand reaches out towards my jacket, but then I recall how hot it was yesterday. I'm probably better off without it. Ah, there we go. Getting inside the gym proved to be a lot harder than I thought it'd be. For one thing, there are multiple exits to the gym, but only one entrance. If that wasn't enough, the entrance is not well labeled at all. I almost decided to give up and go home before someone passing by pointed it out to me. Now that I'm here, though, I'm actually a little impressed. Unlike the outside, the interior looks well maintained. The paint on the walls looks surprisingly fresh, and some of the equipment looks like it's barely been used. The front desk is being manned by a large hyena. At least it would be if he wasn't jamming out some song blasting through his headset. I wanted to ask him for a quick tour or explanation of how things are run here, but anytime I try to grab his attention, he just points to a sign-in sheet on the counter. I'm better off looking for someone else to show me around. I scan the room, hoping to see someone who looks approachable enough. My eyes are drawn to a particularly imposing figure. There we go. A tall buck with perhaps the most impressive set of muscles I've ever seen. To say he stands out would be an understatement. His eyes are pointed at the wall while he curls a barbell. It looks like it's... Boy, I don't know what's going on with my words today. It looks like it's at least 100 pounds. Maybe even 2. Jesus! It's a strong dude. Swole! And we are going to pause it right there. Yep, we found our target. The guy we shall be focusing on. I wonder where he got this scar from. These 3 scars. That's interesting. Something to ask him about. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!